So you are originally from Florida, but you've been living in New Orleans for a while now. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've been around. I was born in Virginia, and then when I was a kid, after my dad retired from the Navy, I moved to Florida. And then a few years ago, I moved to New Orleans for a job. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And so how did that music scene influence you as a musician?
I mean, I probably wouldn't be doing this if I didn't live there. When I first started playing shows, like I played a couple shows, and then the people were just so nice and kept other bands and the musicians just kept offering me shows. And so I was playing like pretty regularly, and I had no experience doing it, but they were just like very supportive, you know, and just like, if you want to play, we'll help you get some shows kind of thing. And it was just like a good learning experience, you know. You have to get out there to play if you want to get better. So it's just like, I don't know. It's a very like I feel like close community, you know, and there's not like a lot of like competition. It's just like, hey, you want to play music? Like, come with us. We'll show you what's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing for then?
Just a couple years. I played probably for the first time, I think in like May or June of 2012. So not very long at all now.
That's awesome. So are you self-taught or?
Yeah. I took one lesson when I was in 6th grade, and we played one string literally for an hour, and that was the only class I took. I dropped it. I dropped the class, the guitar class.
So did you learn by listening to records and trying to play along? Like, what did you do?
Well, I mean, it's really easy now. If you want to play guitar, there's like tons of stuff on the internet,
Right.
and you don't even have to read music to play guitar. They have tabs and stuff. So,
Right.
yeah, I mean, it was just I don't know. I wasn't like the coolest kid, I guess, when I was younger. So I just would just be home in my room playing guitar. Yeah.
What do you consider your influences? Because I mean, there's obviously some blues in there, but it seems like there's a lot of punk rock kind of energy behind it too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I listened to a lot of stuff, I guess, when I was younger. Like I said, I mean, I'd like spend a lot of time, I guess, like if I found a band that I liked, I would go online and like it was like right when YouTube came out, and like just like look up every interview and like every video I could find of them, and like find the people that they like too. So I mean, like I guess I got around, musically and with genres and stuff, just like trying to take in everything. Yeah.
So who were some of those bands that you did that research on?
One of my I guess bigger, there's a band from Florida, from Pensacola, called The Spike Is a Pipe Bomb. Which is like I mean, if you listen to them, you'll definitely be like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, like that was like a huge like influence, I guess, on the songwriting. I also like this guy Ted Hawkins, the singer-songwriter from like the 80s. I was really into like like country blues, like Delta blues kind of stuff, which is like acoustic blues from like the 20s and 30s. I was all over the place. I wrote for a couple of years about music for like school newspaper and stuff, and so like or for some like small magazines. So I would like constantly get CDs and stuff, and like I don't know, it was very obsessive. But I mean, it got to the point where it was like a breaking point. Like I was around music so much that like there was a couple years after that where like I didn't listen to anything.
Yeah.
Ever. Like I like didn't listen to music. Yeah. But I'm back at it.
So the violin, like that, because I hadn't on your CD, you didn't do those songs, with just the violin.
No, I didn't have that.
So where did that come from?
Yeah, Alex Spoto, who plays bass with me now, joined me in April. We were doing some shows with this other band from New Orleans called Hooray for the Riff Raff. And yeah, I mean, he plays bass. I asked him to play bass because he had played maybe for like a year in a jazz band in high school, and he's that's not his thing at all, but he's a really, really good violin player. And I was like, you can't like not play violin. He's been playing since he was 4 years old. So I was like, you got to do it. And yeah, I mean, we just were out on a tour earlier this year, and the opening band hadn't heard this song by this guy Furry Lewis called Falling Down Blues. And so we were like, oh, let's just do that tonight. And it ended up working out great, and so we do it regularly now. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a real like kind of revisionist Americana. Like.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely. It's fun. I guess like a lot of the stuff that I play is like pretty like energetic and like rowdy and loud, and it's nice to like have, I guess, like the dynamics like in the set, and like really go to just like mandolin and violin, and like not even play guitar for a little bit. It's like a little.
Right.
It's like my favorite part of the set. It's like a break for me, when it's like, let me put this down and like have a drink really quick.
If some of your music is pretty rowdy, have you ever had a mosh pit break out at one of your shows?
We've had some pretty rowdy shows. I probably, we've had some rowdy shows.
So you said that you like small club shows, and you're playing at the Continental Club next week. What is it that you like about being in that small environment?
It's just nice. I mean, like, festivals are definitely like a different thing, and they can be a lot of fun too. And it's nice to play for really big crowds when it's like nice weather outside and stuff like that. But I mean, like, the most fun thing for me, like when I was starting off, was just like playing with like on a floor with like people like right in front of you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just nice to see people when you're playing, like, and like for them to like be in your face, and like I don't know, you get like a more, I guess, of like you can see what's going on, and like I guess kind of like guide the show based on like what they're doing, you know, the people in front of you. And it's harder to do, I guess, when there's like 50 feet or so between you and the crowd, you know what I mean?
So you can tell, like, if they want the mosh pit experience or the quieter.
Yeah. I mean, it's very, I mean, they're right there, like 5 feet in front of your face, so it's easy to say, like, oh yeah, we should play this song, or we should play that song. Sometimes we write out a set list, but sometimes we don't. And if it's a smaller club, we usually don't do it, because it's just more fun to just say, like, what do you guys, I mean, what should we do? What do you guys want to hear? Yeah.
Excellent. So what's next for you?
Tomorrow I'm going to the UK, and then we're coming back and playing the second weekend of ACL, and then doing some East Coast dates, heading back over to Europe for some shows in France and Germany and Belgium, and then coming back and playing some more shows this year, and then I think we have a few days off, a few weeks off in like December and January, so finally like a break. We've been like pretty much like on since February, so it'll be nice to like take it easy for a second.
It seems like this has been a really big year for you, and I'm going to go out on a limb and make a prediction that the next time you come back at ACL Fest, you're going to be on a bigger stage.
Oh, maybe. You'll see. Yeah. You want to bet? What are we going to bet?
That cool pair of sunglasses that you're going to get.
Ooh. Okay.
I can get them anyway.
I'm never going to keep them for the entire year. There's no way.
Okay, fine. Well, anyway, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk to me.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.